morning, my friends. It's Bernadine coming at you on this very chilly morning here in my little corner of the world, West Texas, where it's pretty chilly, but I'm kind of getting used to it now. We seem to be having these little fronts come through and stay for a while, so I do have a FO, a finished object. This is my new hat that I knitted. My fingers are a lot better thanks to O'Keeffe's hand cream. I guess it's a cream. It's not greasy, and I like it a lot. And it has healed my fingers up to where I can just do my little crochet or knit and not have any problems. So I am thankful again to the sweet lady that told me all about that. So again, I send my thanks. And I'll keep using it until it doesn't work anymore. So I will be keeping, my feet get dry too, so I'm probably going to try it on my feet too. I can't see how it would hurt. It's non-greasy, and I think it just adds moisture to your skin with glycerin, and I don't know what all it's got in it. Wax, I think, was one of the things, some kind of wax. So yeah, it's working well, and I'm glad I can get back on here and do a little crochet and chat and show you my hat. I have something to show you today. So let me turn you around here, and we'll do a little crochet while I talk to you guys. So grab something to drink, and snack if you want. I've got my water over here. I've already had my coffee. It's a little afternoon here on Saturday. So let's turn you around. So put y'all's heads down. Well, wait a minute. I'm going to put you down closer to the table, and then put y'all's heads down. And I think what I'm going to do is put you guys over here. How's that? How's that, my friends? Can you see? Do I need this other light? Let me try. Does it wash it out? I don't know. Let me put something on here. Does that wash out? Or is that, how about that? I think you can see. Cool. So let me get my handy dandy crochet hook. And I want to be using, this is my little collection of, I showed it to you guys before. This is my little collection of the Nautilus from, actually this is the one, from Furls. So I've been using these, and I just love them. And I've been very careful with them because they say they're easy to break, So I have not counted I'm working on that granny square blanket. I have not counted my granny squares yet, but I need to do that because while my hands were getting well, of course, I couldn't work on it. This is just how I do it. I don't know. This is my magic circle. I like it. I've been tying a knot in it when I get finished, so there's no chance of it unraveling in the wash or the dry. And this blanket will be able to be washed and dried, but it's going to be so big. I guess you're going to have well, it's not going to be that big, but it's going to be heavy. So I don't know if you can do it if you have a washer and dryer at home that is capable of handling something big like that or not. This blanket is not staying here with me. This blanket will be traveling to North Dallas and residing in my oldest son's home. So I certainly don't need it. And like I said, when I'm gone, I want him to have something from me that I made. Yeah. So I would pan over there and show you. I think I will. Let me pan over here, my friends. I want to show you my granny squares that I have over here. So I have quite a few of them. And I really don't know how many I need. I'm just crocheting and crocheting and crocheting. Alright, put you back down here. So anyway. So I've been working, like I said, I've been knitting this hat. I like the watermelon hat so well, friends, that I decided when my hands got well enough, I wanted to finish this dragon fruit hat. So, I think I've done that wrong. So today, we are staying in today, out of this cold. The high today is supposed to be 31, I think, or 32. And last time I looked, it was 23 out there, so. Oh, I'm just sure having trouble with this. I think I've got out of my crochet habit here. I guess I'm going to have to work a little to get it back. And I do hope I've got that in frame. I think I do. So, what are you guys up to? What are y'all doing? We're staying in today. I've got a chicken in the crock pot. I put it on about 2 hours ago, and I put it on low. Well, I put it on high for about 45 minutes, and then, let me move you a little bit. Then I put it on high, and I set the timer for 4 hours. So what I plan to do with that chicken is possibly make some Alfredo sauce. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It was one of the things that we picked up in Lubbock when we were there on Wednesday for his doctor's appointment. They were on sale for 87 cents a pound for a whole chicken. So I thought that was pretty good. Maybe I better put you up a little. Can you see that okay, my friends? Yeah, I think you can. So, anyway, so that's what we're going to have. I don't know if we're going to church tomorrow or not because of how cold it's going to be, but we most likely will. We most likely will. The wind isn't blowing today, so maybe just a tiny bit, but there's no wind chill factor today to worry with. Yeah, there's my little square. Y'all can see it. So, I thought maybe I would tell y'all a story this morning. Tell you a story about, I'm going to tell you another story about our motorcycle life. Yeah. So, you know, if you've watched my other videos, you know that maybe it was 2005 that we got the motorcycles, our original motorcycles, the 750 Shadow motorcycles from Honda. And I had never ridden a motorcycle before. I was way new at it. My husband had had a motorcycle when he was very young, in his early 20s, I do believe. So he knew some about them. So when he talked me into letting him get a motorcycle, I was against it right at first. But the man wore me down, okay? So I'm repeating this, excuse me, for maybe new people that haven't heard it. He wore me down, and I said, okay, let's go look at motorcycles. I said, but I'm not riding on the back of no motorcycle with you. If you get a motorcycle, I'm going to get one too, and I'm going to learn how to ride it. So that's what happened. Long story short, that's what happened. And I think it was in January or February that we purchased these motorcycles. And we lived down in Texas, okay? We lived south of Dallas, where normally we don't have that much bad weather as far as snow and ice and things like that. So it's feasible to break into learning a motorcycle at that time of the year down there. So, and I was very new, as I said. Oh, hold on, my friends. It's the cats. Okay, my friends, yeah, that was Oliver wanting in, so I just cracked the door. Okay, now, buddy. Okay, now, buddy. Come on now. Move. So, okay, let me put him down. So, living where we did, in a little town called Waxahachie, we weren't that far from the Texas Hill Country. There's a lot of good places to ride down in there. And my husband had mentioned he always wanted to ride the Devil's Backbone. Well, I never heard of that. I don't know what that was. So I was doing some research, and I was reading how some people thought it was pretty easy and some people didn't think that way. And so I didn't know. I didn't really know what it would be like. So we were out riding. We decided we'd go out riding the hill country. And I said, I think I want to ride that Texas, the Devil's Backbone. And he said, I said, do you think I can do it? He said, I think you can. I said, you know what? I kind of think I can too. If you go ahead of me and I can watch you and I can watch you shift your gears, so I'll kind of know when I should shift my gears, because if y'all don't know, and a lot of you do know, when you're turning and slowing down, and gear shift is very important. It's the whole crux of motorcycle riding, I think. Especially if you're in traffic. Traffic slows down to almost a stop. You better know how to shift your gears. Okay, so I kind of felt confident. So he said he thought I could do it, and I said I thought I could too. So we decided we would go. And I'd only been riding a couple of months, folks. And I really didn't know what I was getting into. But he went ahead of me. And when I got up there into that thing, it was like you go and you curve, and I don't know if you can see me, you go and you curve and you curve and you come out like that. And it's a very small area. It's not like 50 feet wide, or it's like 20 feet wide. It's very small. And you better know how to shift those gears. And when you come out of it, all that twisting and turning, you come out of it and there's a big drop off on the left. Because you're up in a mountain, you're up in a hill. Well, it's a mountain, it's a hill country. But it's steep enough. It's a drop off, a pretty good one. And so I said, okay, well, I must not have had any sense, because that thing was pretty scary. And I said I was going to watch my husband's feet to see when he shifted. I couldn't watch his feet. I had to watch the road. It was a... Look at there. I messed this up. I may not can crochet, folks, and tell this story. Of course, I messed up before I started the story, but That's beside the point. Okay, let me back up. Okay, but I did not fall off the cliff. I did not drop my motorcycle. And I made it. And that's why I believe in God and I believe in angels. And I know there was help there for me. I know it. I just know it. I know it because if there hadn't been help for me, I wouldn't be here today. Well, that gave me a whole different perspective on being overconfident. And you asked me would I ever do it again? No. Even though I became real proficient at it. Motorcycle riding is supposed to be fun, and folks, that was not fun. It was too tight corners in there. You didn't have time to watch somebody's feet in front of you. You had to be turning and shifting, and oh, it was rough. But by the grace of God, I made it. And the motorcycles are still sitting out in our workshop. I guess we need to sell those. We're never going to ride those again. I don't know, it's hard to get rid of them. I don't think I'll ever get on one again. I mean, I've had knee replacements. I can't trust my knees, really. Not for something like that. You need to be pretty fit and pretty proficient to do that motorcycle riding. Okay. So they sit out there, but I guess I can say, if y'all want to know what it looks like or anything about it, and look up Devil's Backbone, Hill Country of Texas. That's where I was, and that's what we did. There's also a Stonehenge, like they have over in London, in the Hill Country. It's a replica. And I believe it was on that same trip that we went by to see that. That was cool. I guess somebody just built it. I don't really know. I think they had a plaque about it, but I don't really remember what it read. But yeah, we had a lot of fun when we went motorcycle riding. My husband's a lot of fun to be around. That's one reason I married the man. He was a lot of fun. When we lived in Mesquite, Texas, and we both worked Monday through Friday, him as a teacher, me as a nurse, on the weekends, we'd get up Saturday morning and he said, I'm going to kidnap you. I said, you're going to do what? He said, I'm going to kidnap you. He said, get ready because we're going to go have an adventure. And so I didn't know where we were going. I would get ready and get in the vehicle and we'd take off and just go adventuring and spend the day going around Dallas, looking at this, looking at that, looking at shops, having lunch. I never knew where we were going. Dallas is a mighty big place, as you folks know. There we go. I got it right. So I never knew where we were going, but he made everything so much fun. I mean, we were in love. Well, we still are, but had just got together, hadn't been married very long, and we were head over heels for each other, and we had a lot of expendable funds at that time. We just had a ball, okay? We had a ball. I miss those days. But I'm happy. I'm happy being a retired person and living here and finding my picking up my crochet back from when I was a kid and picking up my knitting back from when my mama was here, and she taught me how when I was a youngster. And I have just expanded on what my mom taught me and watched YouTube videos and just got back into it, because when I'm doing this craft, especially knitting, I feel very close to my mother. Oh, that was a weather alert on my phone, friends. I don't know what it's telling me, but I'll check it in a little while. There's nothing I can do about it right now anyway. It's supposed to be another bad hard freeze tonight, so maybe that's what it's saying. I don't know. So, that's my little Texas Hill Country adventure story of when we had the motorcycles. That was when we had the littler motorcycles, the 750s. Oh, I was so cramped up on that little thing. I have such long legs, I just couldn't do it hardly. Oh, I got some of those foot pedals put on my motorcycle so I could stretch my long legs out. And that helped a lot, but it was just too small of a motorcycle for my size. I'm 5'6". I'm not that tall, but I have very long legs, so I need some room. After my husband drives the pickup, when I get in there, I can't hardly get in. His legs are so short. So when we got the 1300s, the interstates, boy, that was so much better. And those are the ones that are sitting out in the shop. They need new batteries. They need to be cleaned out, blown out, the gas drained, and the oil changed, and all that stuff. We were going to sell them, but at the last minute, I backed out. I said, oh no, I don't want to sell the motorcycles. But I'm 73 and he's going to be 75 in May, so I reckon we need to hang up our leathers, I guess. We've still got our leathers packed away in there. But we probably will be getting rid of them. I mean, what's the point? I just love that motorcycle so much. Okay, my friends. Well, that's my little motorcycle story. And this is my little short video to let you know I'm back in business with my crochet and my knitting and my hat making and my granny square making. And I hope y'all have a wonderful Saturday wherever you're at. And please consider subscribing to my channel. I try to come on here every 2 or 3 days and put out a video. And it's about both knitting and crochet. And sometimes I'll tell a story. And sometimes we just visit, drink coffee together or tea. So I'm going to get off of here and get this thing loaded up. I want to say a big hello to all my new friends out there, my new subscribers, and welcome back my old ones. And please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. And stay warm wherever you are. Stay in if you can. And I'll catch you next time. My show is over, and it's a wrap from here. And be safe. God loves you, and I do too. Okay, my friends. Goodbye.